Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand, a pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Thursday evening, Friday morning edition of the ProBoh Show. For those of you listening on the radio, it's currently 8:30. For those of you lucky enough to be catching this live, it's currently Thursday evening, 6 p.m. Central European Time. How are you doing out there? So yeah, this episode will go out, and for those of you who are listening on the radio, tonight at 6 p.m. there's another live show that will go unaired as well. This has been a week full of podcast exclusives, so it's a good thing, man. I like that. I like showing a little extra love to my podcast peeps, the angelic beings. How are you doing out there? What a day. Let me tell you, what a day. Is it just me? For those of you who only listen to the ProBoh Show, let me tell you something. I have another show at lunchtime on Vaughan Radio. I feel like Andy and I have really found our stride with that program recently. We have really found our stride, man. We've been going a little nuts. I'm still trying to get her to come as a guest on one of the evening streams, but she never does it. Okay, so if you are a radio listener, don't forget you join me live at 6 p.m. on twitch.tv/professional bohemian barra bohemio professional bohemian. All right, who's here right now? We've got Gandalf, we've got The Bridge, we've got Min, we've got Emily. Oh my gods, friends. Oh my gods. the cream of the crop, if I do say so myself. What have we got coming up in today's show? Well, in today's show, I asked 100 humans to name something that you can fold. Doblar in Spanish, something you can fold. And then we're in Complete the News, we're going to look at a man who was eaten alive, not even joking, and a Texas county that is planning or is considering shutting something down. But all that fun, friends, in the second half of the show. In the first half of the show, we've got an amazing unpopular opinion today brought to us by our good friend of the show, fellow participant or warrior or whatever we're going to call the members of this community. Yeah, it was from MJ Symbol, and that unpopular opinion was podcasts are better than TV. Lordy. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I'm quite surprised by how people voted. But I'm not going to get into that right now. We're going to get into that when we hit the unpopular opinion section. But I'd be interested, those of you who are watching live right now, what are your thoughts on this initially, before we start the argument, or the discussion, not an argument, even though that's what it feels like sometimes. How do you feel about this? You know, which is better, TV or podcasts? I just want to feel you out. My internet is poo, says Emily. Sorry about that. Do we assume TV is just any mainstream series, etc.? Netflix, or is Netflix included, or actually just TV? Well, MJ Symbol didn't specify, so I left it open. But I would consider Netflix TV. I would consider Netflix TV. I would consider HBO Max TV. I would consider everything that you would watch traditionally on a TV, barring YouTube. It's an important distinction to make. I would consider anything barring YouTube television. Okay? I'm talking television that has a budget and actors, or... You know what I'm saying. So any OTT platform like Netflix or Amazon Prime included. So yeah, I would be interested in your take on that, because I have feelings about this one. I think both have their own charm. Big series still go strong, and I love a good movie or series. Again, cinema I would take out. Movies on TV I would take out. TV is in TV series, including reality, documentary, news, scripted TV. But TV. I mean, movies are I know we get into a grey area with Netflix, don't we? But TV is in a TV series. series. This is Min. He says, podcasts are way more thought-provocative and feel more personal and more close to real life. That's interesting. That's an interesting point. And I would agree with that point wholeheartedly. Because of the nature of radio, and again, that's something else we're going to get to when we start talking about this topic. Is TV or podcasts are better than TV? It's fascinating because obviously I have quite a bit of insight on this, being working in the media and having fallen in love with radio, and obviously I would consider podcasts like a child of traditional radio. You know, I think most of us or many of us would. All right, so yes, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm here, you're here. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. Not much news, but interesting news. Let me tell you something. Let's go back. Let's go to one of our favorite subjects. We're gonna start with AI, go to something else, and circle back to AI. This is a great story by The Independent. Okay, get this, friends. An AI, an artificial intelligence, an AI-generated woman. Así que un mujer inventado por inteligencia artificial. An AI-generated woman successfully sells nude photographs on Reddit. You heard that correctly. You know exactly what you're just thinking, did I hear that right? Yeah, an AI-generated woman successfully sells nude photographs on Reddit. Reddit users have been paying for nude images of a fake AI-generated woman, according to reports. Photos of the ultra-realistic Claudia character, which was created using artificial intelligence tool Stable Diffusion, began appearing across different Reddit forums a few months ago. One image attracted hundreds of comments, with one user writing, "You're looking very pretty." God, men are gross, aren't they? Speaking as a member of the male gender, we are gross. You are looking very pretty, and another adding, "Holy crap, you are beautiful." Some users appear to spot the AI trickery, claiming that it looked too processed to be real. So yeah, this is interesting. This is a story about one of these image generators. I believe the most popular and maybe the most powerful is a tool called Midjourney. But these were created with Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion is an image generator you can actually run off of your own PC. Scary stuff. So they invented a woman and then sold nude photographs of this invented woman on the platform. Now, we love to feel like we would never be taken in by this. This would never be something we would fall for, or at least we wouldn't fall for easily. But let me tell you something. These kind of scams, these kind of fakes are going to become more and more prevalent, and we're going to hear more and more about them, and we're going to hear more about some later on in the show. Let's see. The creators of Claudia AI claim to have already made around $100 by selling her nude photographs to Reddit users who appear to believe that she is a real person. This is a quote. "You could say this whole account is just a test to see if you can fool people with AI pictures," the creators of Claudia told Rolling Stone magazine. Wow. Dude, is AI going to put the adult kind of picture and video industry out of work? No, take our CEOs, but don't take our porn stars, please. You know what I mean? I'm not being gross, but like, you know, it's just those people who are saying, look, this is now AI, it's a storm in a teacup. We're making a big deal out of something small, a storm in a teacup. But look, this illustrates perfectly how industries you wouldn't even consider may be affected by the proliferation of AI. I find this a fascinating story. And then, of course, if you're a fan of this platform that we're talking on now, Twitch, we have real people who won't even show their faces. We call them VTubers, right? Those are people who create content, never showing their face. Usually they have an animated avatar. And voice generation is getting so advanced now. Who knows? Maybe Twitch streamers out there aren't even real. I promise I'm real. No one would create an AI that looks as weird as I do. Let's see what the chat is saying. Una, and she had to be called Claudia, says the bridge. She had to be called Claudia. All right, let's pop on over to the next piece of news. I love this one. Did you all hear about Arnold Schwarzenegger's little publicity fanfare? Anyone hear about that? So in LA, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor, the ex-governor of California, apparently there was a pothole. There was a hole in a street in LA. He was frustrated that they weren't filling it. And he got out there. I think he's in his 70s. 70-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger to fill the hole. What a hero, I hear you exclaim. What a hero. Well, this piece of news coming from NBC. Arnold Schwarzenegger posts video filling in a giant pothole in Los Angeles. But get this. The city says it was actually a service trench. So the city, it's a hole that the city uses to access underground services. I love it. Governor, what are you doing? The actor and former California governor tweeted a video Tuesday of him and someone else working to repair what he believed was a pothole in the Brentwood area. Schwarzenegger, the actor and former California governor, made headlines when he posted a video of himself filling a giant pothole. But city officials say he may have made a mistake. This location is not a pothole, said a spokesperson for the city of Los Angeles. It's a service trench that relates to active permitted work being performed at the location by SoCal Gas, South California Gas. Governor, get to the chopper. Go home, you drunk, Governor. Stop screwing with Los Angeles, man. Stop it. I mean, he's in his 70s, poor man. He had a bit of a senior moment. Let the guy be. Just looked it up, and it looks like a highly photoshopped picture of a real person. We're talking about Claudia, right from the last story. Yeah. How you doing, Cheese Chat? Cheese Chat, I sent you a little message on Discord, my dude. How you doing? And welcome to the show, Cheese Chat. Rob, don't laugh at potholes. Yeah. I mean, look, in Madrid, we need Arnold Schwarzenegger to come over here and fix the potholes, man. I broke 6 ribs because of a pothole. God, my accent. Pothole. A pothole. Yeah, we kind of need... Where are our ex-political leaders filling in the holes in the ground? You know why they don't do that here in Spain? Because you can actually tell where the rich people live. Because the roads are smooth as silk. Where I live, man, it's like they filled it. They made the road, just like a Jackson Pollock painting. The bridge continues. So Schwarzenegger goes around dialing up holes. Poor guy. Rob needs Schwarzenegger. I do need Schwarzenegger. Got the message. Oh, perfect. I'll let you know after the show, Cheese Chat. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's some news from Los Angeles, and now we're going to go back to another AI story, a final AI story. I'm going to post 2 in the Patreon. If you don't know my Patreon, it's Professional Bohemian on the Patreon platform. There, I post all the links. I'm going to post 2 links. One from makeuseof.com with the title of "Are AI Voice Generators the Next Big Security Threat?" And I'm going to post this one that I encountered on the New York Post today. And I know it's New York Post, so take it with a little pinch of salt. But here we go. An Arizona mom claims that scammers, estafadores in Spanish, used AI to clone her daughter's voice so that they could demand a $1 million ransom for her, pardon me, so they could claim a $1 million ransom from her as part of a terrifying new voice scam. Let that sink in, my friends. They cloned this woman's daughter's voice and pretended she was kidnapped. Is that not terrifying? Now, I've used tools like this before. In fact, there's one that I'm a little bit enamored with called 11 Labs. I'm not saying that these scammers used 11 Labs, FYI. I'm just saying that these AI voice generators are out there. And how they work is you upload samples of a person's voice. The AI then examines that voice, examines the patterns in which they speak, and then reproduces that voice from text, from a text input. How terrifying is that? This is terrifying for me personally because I think it was maybe less than a year ago. My mother was scammed on, or almost scammed. Thank God she's as poor as I am. She was almost scammed on WhatsApp by someone pretending to be me via a text message. Now imagine she'd have received a voice message in my voice, which is all over the internet at this point. It would be so I don't want to give anyone any ideas. Joe Rogan's family. Actually, no kidding. I saw a full AI podcast. It's called the AI Joe Rogan Experience. Check it out on YouTube. And it's basically an invented fictional podcast using an AI generated voice of Joe Rogan. Incredible. But yeah, the scams and this kind of thing is coming thick and fast. And I'm starting to rethink, guys. I'm starting to rethink my stance on AI. Again, not because it's going to put people out of work, but more because of this. More because of the insidious nature of human beings. Do you know what I mean? Does this not terrify you? This is going to become commonplace. AI is catnip for Rob, says Emily. Dude, I love it, man. I love it. Look, I don't want to be put out of work. And the last people to get fired are going to be the people who are actually using the tools. That's my thought process. Chusky Trusky's here. How are you doing, Chusky? When Spain fills in potholes, only when they have dissidents to put in them, says Gandalf. I think it was Groucho Marx that came here and said, Madrid is a beautiful city. Or Madrid will be beautiful when it's finished. I swear to God, the city is in constant construction. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. Chusky, I think I would notice if it's not a real person. Oh, Chusky, you need to hear some of this. Some of these AI generated voices. They're outrageous. I mean, really outrageous. I'll tell you what. If I've got time this weekend, I'll find some examples of stuff, or I'll try and make stuff myself and send it to you guys and see if you can tell the difference. Okay, and what else? Well, that's kind of it. That's all I wanted to go through in the news. So I'll tell you what, let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, today's unpopular opinion. What is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart. It's un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental. I share it with you on my social media. You guys opine on it. You give me your opinion, and we argue about it here on the show. And the people who really decide, the real deciders here, are the ones that join me live on twitch.tv/professional bohemian on the live show. We put it to a vote, and they tell me if it's right or if it's wrong. If you want to join in on Instagram, by the way, you can do that at Professional Bohemian, Bohemio Profesional. Okay, so let's take a look at today's unpopular opinion, which is podcasts are better than TV. Interesting. Do you want to know what they said on Instagram? Let's get a little drum roll. 73% true. Interesting. Now, I don't know what you guys think about that. I call BS. I nearly swore then. I call BS on that. I think that's a little bit of virtue signaling. People, like, you know what I mean? Because let's look at TV. I mean, really, no one's talking about... everyone's talking about the ProBoh Show. Come on. But are there more people talking about... Let's say one of the biggest podcasts there are. Are there more people talking about the Joe Rogan Experience than they are talking about The Mandalorian, Stranger Things, Wednesday? When was the last trending topic or viral dance from Sam Harris's Making Sense? But of course, that's not the question. The question is not what is more popular. The question is, which is better? And of course, this is a very, very subjective thing, right? Because better, even the word better is loaded. What does better even mean? So let's get into it. Let's see what people are saying in the chat, first of all. Accent, dynamics, etc., etc. Oof, you would be really surprised, Trusky. You'll be really surprised. Pepsi over Coke, says Emma Lee. That's right, Instagram doesn't count. Cheese chat. They're for totally different purposes. Are they though? Because you consume both for entertainment. Okay, or for information. So I would consider them in the same vein of entertainment media. The first TV channels had a very clear remit. That was educate, inform, and entertain. And podcasts do all three. So are podcasts better than TV? Interesting. Emily, I have a hard time watching podcasts unless they are live and I can have the chat. Okay, interesting. Now I know Emily doesn't download the ProBoh Show. Shame on you. Just download it anyway. Give it 5 stars, please. And share it. I would rather watch Mando, dramas, and other things if it's just to watch or to listen to. Okay, let's look at some messages that I got when I posted the subject. Again, at Professional Bohemian on Instagram. Mark says, podcasts are the bomb. Wow, he loves podcasts. They're amazing. I can listen to them on the go, learn new stuff, and I don't have to worry about people watching me. All right? I don't know who's watching him when he watches TV. TV is too much of a time suck. Sucks up too much of his time. Sandy says, podcasts are cool and all, but have you seen the latest TV shows? They're amazing. I can't imagine not watching my favorite series. TV is where it's at. Steve says, honestly, podcasts are a lifesaver for me. With my hectic schedule, I can just pop in my earbuds and stay informed or entertained. All right. Okay, let's go through the pros and cons. So, podcasts are better than TV, all right? I'm going to cover 4 topics here. Flexibility, niche interests, accessibility, and conversational and the intimacy thing that Min mentioned earlier. So here we go. Flexibility. Podcasts can be listened to while engaging in other activities, such as commuting, exercising, or working, making them more flexible entertainment option compared to TV. Remember, these are both options for entertainment. You can compare them. I'm not saying which is better, spaghetti or TV. Talking about 2 forms of entertainment here. Niche interests. Podcasts cater to a whole wide range of niche interests and topics, allowing listeners to find content that specifically aligns with their preferences and passions. Accessibility. Podcasts are often free or low cost. Very important point. Making them more accessible than many TV shows or networks that require expensive subscriptions. Conversational and intimate. Podcasts often have a more personal and conversational tone, allowing listeners to feel more connected and engaged with the content and hosts. Okay, here we go. The cons against podcasts being better than TV, or saying that TV are better than podcasts. Here we go. Visual storytelling, shared experiences, production value, and variety of content. Here we go. First one, visual storytelling. TV offers a visual medium enabling more immersive storytelling and a richer experience through the combination of both visual, sound, and dialogue. Shared experiences. Watching TV shows or movies can be a social activity, bringing people together for a shared viewing experience, while podcasts are often more solitary experience. Again, a really valid point there. Production value. TV shows often have a higher production value with larger budgets, professional actors, which can result in a more polished and captivating content. And television offers a wide variety of content, including live events, sports, news, and scripted programming, catering to a diverse audience with diverse interests and preferences. Okay, guys, I'm going to post this poll in the chat and I will read all your comments. That is a guarantee. Friends, there are so many things you could have been doing today. But instead of doing those things, you decided to take the time to spend some time with Uncle Rob. And it means the world, friends. I will see you in a few minutes. Hey, guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show.
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ProBoh Show. Thanks for being patient there through that little break. How you doing? If you just tuned in, well, what have you missed? The news today was quite interesting. We started off with AI, story of an AI-generated woman, like a fake woman generated by an AI image generator selling nude pictures of herself on Reddit. Well, someone sold the nude images, the creator of this woman, and apparently fooling some horny, thirsty men. That's what you get, men, for being gross. You know what I mean? Then we spoke about Arnold Schwarzenegger filling in a pothole, being a real hero, but inadvertently causing Los Angeles some real trouble because apparently it wasn't a pothole, it was a service trench. There was work being done by Southern California Gas, and he went in and filled their hole. The governor. Get to the chopper. Okay, and then we went into kind of a scary news story and something we're probably going to see way more often. An AI voice generator was used to clone a teenage girl's voice and almost trick her mother into paying a $1 million ransom. That news coming from the New York Post. Scary stuff. And then we went into today's unpopular opinion, which was with regards to podcasts. And there's some lively debate going on in the chat. Podcasts, are they better than TV? Better, obviously, very subjective. Because both offer different experiences, but they are the same thing. They are both forms of entertainment. Because you could make the argument, are board games, juegos de mesa, are board games better than TV? Because to a certain extent, we use both things to scratch the same itch, to alleviate boredom or for entertainment. So let's get into what people were saying. I have a hard time watching podcasts unless they are live and I have a chat. I think we read that one. That was Emily. Okay. I never watch a live podcast, says Cheese Chat. I don't even consider this, meaning your beloved ProBoh Show, boys and girls. I don't even consider this to be a live podcast. It's a live show that is released later as a podcast. Now, I kind of know what Cheese Chat is talking about here. Because I have, when I was first kind of figuring out this podcast, the nature of it, how to construct it, the bones of the thing, I upload everything to Podbean, and on Podbean they offer the ability to stream live, and I chose not to for several reasons. One, I enjoy visual media, you know what I mean? I do enjoy visual media, and I do enjoy streaming. Twitch is a way bigger platform, and I thought that it was possible to create a visual show that lost nothing when it was published as a podcast. And hence the ProBoh Show, guys. Hence how this thing grew. I also think the same thing of the Lunchtime Show, another property that I'm involved in. You know, it's great when you watch it. Enhanced maybe when you watch it because you can see our faces and our reactions live. But also perfectly fine as an audio only product. Okay, Chusky says, I take the best of both platforms. You can't compare them. Emma Lee, true that, cheese chat, says Emma Lee. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy the visual element, man. The idea of the visual element is to give those who aren't podcast consumers a way to consume this show. Do you know what I mean? And I'm glad you enjoy the visual because I post all the VODs on my Patreon, which you can find. Oh, God, what a shameless plug. Rob, you're an ass. That was a shameless plug. Dude, I mean, I do try and get one or two in every show, but that one was shameless. Scott, patreon.com, professional bohemian. You see all the VODs. Miss nothing. Shameless, man. Oh, dear. Anyway. A completely different tool, says Chusky. Then, well, I mean, they are. They are and they aren't because they're used for the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, can you compare a spade to a digging, one of those hydraulic digging machines? I mean, yes and no. I mean, they both do the same thing. They move dirt, but one is way more efficient than the other. You can't compare them because they do the same thing. I think it's a personal thing. They do different things. Interesting point. In fact, they do kind of do different things. We're going to get into this more. TV is image and podcast is audio. No. I mean, yes and no. I mean, look, before the invention, can you compare TV and radio? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. In my eyes. It depends how you consume. I think the reason you're all getting tripped up here is because we consume podcasts at a different time to consuming TV. But they are both entertainment mediums. I'm not asking you to compare cupcakes and World War II. I mean, they you know, I mean, we're comparing two different mediums. It's like you can compare, you know, what's better, to listen to music or watch movies. You know, everyone's going to have their own opinion on that. Okay, let's continue. I have trouble listening to radio morning shows. I get to the point where all I want is music. Yeah, when I fell in love with radio, I was really young, and I fell in love with talk radio. I mean, music radio was great and everything, but they never played the music I liked because I always liked heavy metal and it was all kind of pop. But I loved talk radio, and that's, you know, that led me on a path to be where I am and to be doing what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's continue. What should I print with my 3D printer? Oof, I've no idea. Cheese chat. I'll call it a podcast then. You can call it whatever you want, man. You have liberty, Cheese chat, to call it whatever. Let's see. I think that would be a niche for OnlyFans. Here we're talking about Claudia again, all right? So, do you want to know the results of the poll? Let's get into the results of the poll, and then I'll continue with the comments. Okay, so I asked you all, which is better, podcasts or TV? And you said, let's get a drum roll. I miss Natch for the sound effects, let me tell you. Let's get a drum roll. 60% said true. Oh, lordy. 60% said true. That's a little less than on Instagram, but I think there's a little virtue signaling there. Let's be clear. Now, after I've been trying to convince you all that they are both very similar, and I do believe that they are both entertainment mediums, we consume them in very different ways. I love TV. I mean, I work in TV as well as radio, and I love TV. But would I want to host another TV show? No. Would I want to host a series of more radio shows? Yes. Why? Because radio and its child podcasts hit people differently. It's much more one-to-one connection. For me, when I first started streaming, I saw very, very quickly that streaming and radio are very much the same thing. The only difference being there's a camera pointed at you. So how is that different from TV, you might ask? Well, because when you're producing radio, you're only ever talking to one person, and that's the one listener. It's weird. It's weird. When you're listening, when you're consuming a podcast or you're consuming a radio show, you as a listener have a very real sense. You listener right now, podcast listener, I'm coming into your headphones right now and I'm talking directly to you. You know, you have this sense that I'm talking directly to you. And eventually you forget that there's a whole ton of other people listening to it as well. It's much more of an intimate experience. And that's one of the reasons I love podcasts. Now, would I say they're better than TV? No, I would not. I would not. Because TV, not only is it an industry in which I work, so I need it to stick around, please. It just gives it's so much more of a powerful storytelling tool in my mind. But again, I'm an idiot, so don't take my word for it. And I'm way outnumbered on this. You know what I mean? I don't come home from work or after I've finished work tonight. It'll be maybe 8 o'clock when I finish, and turn on my favorite podcast. No, I'll turn on the TV, and I'll sit with the dogs on my lap, and I'll vegetate in front of a TV show. But on my way to work, I'll listen to a podcast. The utility is different. A TV show demands your attention, every bit of your attention. A podcast can be consumed while doing other things, which to me makes TV the more powerful of the two. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what people are saying. I listen to many radio shows recorded and converted to podcasts, says Chusky. I love watching Rob. He's a sexy beast. Rawr, says Gandalf. The bridge. I'm just realizing how brilliant your idea of producing the visual and at the same time the podcast for your shows, Rob. Both products are very good. Thank you. I have a face for the radio, says Gandalf. Me too, man. Me too. All right, you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to go to 100 Humans. Oh my God, friends. It was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans and I asked them all a question. Today, I asked them to name something specific that you can fold. Name something that you can fold. Fold, doblar in Spanish. Name something that you can fold. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I have the 7 most popular answers here. It's your job in the chat to identify those top 7 answers. All right. Okay, we're getting some answers in. Emily has said eggs. How can you fold an egg? Oh, I suppose an omelette. But an egg? Emily. All right, let's get into it. Oh man, we're running out of time, dudes. I'm having too much fun here. Okay, here we go. So Emily says a sheet. Sheets. Can you fold sheets? Is sheets there? Yes, it is. Well done. Sheets is there. It's the 4th most popular answer. Well done, Emily. With how many people? With 15 of the 100 humans saying sheets. Oh no, sorry. That was Emily and the bridge said sheets. My bad, you guys. Doing good work there. Emily and Chusky Trusky both say paper. Paper. You can fold paper. Papel. Paper. It's paper there, though. Were the 100 humans as smart as Emily and Chusky? Yes, they were. Well done. Well done. 6th most popular answer with 4 of 100 humans saying paper. When I said be specific, it was with regards to one of Gandalf's answers, which was clothes. So I need specific items of clothes. Ooh. And there are 3. Yeah, there are 3. Okay, let's continue on. Towels, says Gandalf. Fold towels. Name something you can fold. Be specific. A towel. There's towels there. Yes, it is. Well done, Gandalf. With 22 of 100 humans saying towels, it's the second most popular answer. Congratulations. Napkins. Napkins says... Who said napkins? Said the bridge. Napkin. Or serviette. I think in Spanish you say servietta, don't you? A serviette. Or a napkin. Is a napkin there? Yes, it is. Well done. Bridge is killing it today, man. Bridge, you're on fire. Your focus is on fire right now. In fact, you have got 4 answers without a single clue and not getting a single one wrong. I'm not going to count egg. All right, well done, well done. Emily says shirts. Can't give you that one. I can't give you it. I would love to, but you're missing 1 letter. Is that a clue? Is that a clue? Might be a clue. Let's see. Let's see. Cardboard, says Chusky. Cardboard. It's not there, Chusky. Good answer. Paper was there, but cardboard isn't. Ooh, a hand of poker. A hand of poker. I fold. I don't want to gamble anymore. I fold. Cheese chat. I don't think the 100 humans are operating at your level, man. I don't think they were. It was very early in the morning when I asked them. Chusky says rubber. Goma. Rubber. Do you fold rubber? Is it there? It's not there. You fold eggs. Of course, Emily, you do fold eggs into recipes. It's another way to say mix, right? For our Spanish listeners, to fold eggs into recipes. Okay, because I give you a wah 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 earlier, you're gonna get a
ProBoh approved.
because I'm an idiot. And again, not even I'm thinking at yours and Cheese Chat's level. Okay, the bridge says a newspaper. A newspaper. Is a newspaper there? It's not there. It was a great answer, though. It was a great answer. Can I just say the answers that you haven't got yet are... Can I give you a clue here? Should I give you a clue here? Yeah, they're all items of clothing. Gandalf says time and space. In science fiction, Gandalf, indeed you can fold time and space. But according to the 100 humans, it's not there. It's not there. Okay, let's continue. All right. Okay, so we have a bunch of you said shirts. Emily said it first, and then Gandalf, then Chusky Trusky. You are missing 1 letter. That's a big clue, friends. Okay, underwear, says Gandalf and Emily. Underwear. Bragas y gallumbos. Underwear. Is it bad that I only know slang terms in Spanish? Maybe. Is underwear there? What? Say what? Yes, it is. Underwear is there. It's in fact the 3rd most popular answer, with 20 of 100 humans saying underwear. I see pants, trousers, a specific kind of trouser invented for work, for people who work manual labor. That's what I'm looking for. Pajamas, says the bridge. Is pajamas there? Great answer, but not there. Okay, let's continue. So, Gandalf and Emily and Cheese Chat scrolling down. Oh my God, guys, you've gone really quick. Gandalf, Emily, Cheese Chat all say T-shirts. T-shirts. Is T-shirts there?
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Oh, Natch, help me with my sound effects. Is it there? Yes, it is. And guess what, friends? It's the number one answer. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's there with 29 of 100 humans saying T-shirts. Well done. Okay, just missing one more. How you doing, Conman? Joining us all the way from South Africa. How you doing, my dude? Shoes. You can't fold shoes or glasses, Con. Come on now. A handkerchief. We kind of had a similar answer to that before. I suppose you wouldn't blow your nose on a napkin, would you? But handkerchief is not there. Neither is earphones or a blazer. But I'll tell you what is there. It's an answer that Cheese Chat, Chusky, and Gandalf all gave at the same time. And that answer was jeans. Well done. Jeans, the fifth most popular answer, with 4 of 100 humans saying jeans. Well done. Guys, killed it. Killed it. There were other answers there. Overalls, khakis, socks. What else was there? Wow, a bunch of stuff. A Swiss Army knife. You fold the blade in. Oh, Chusky, it might not be there, but
ProBoh approved.
I like it when you think outside the box, my friends. Dungarees was there. My God, guys, you killed it today. All right, my friend. Let's go over the list. Okay, I asked 100 humans to name things that you can fold. In position number 7. They said a napkin, a serviette, and I believe in Spanish that's servieta. Okay, in position number 6. We had paper, papel. You fold paper, man. In position number 5. We had jeans. Vaqueros, I think you say in Spanish. Jeans. In position number 4. We had sheets. Sheets. In position number 3. We had underwear. Underwear with 20 of 100 saying underwear. In position number 2. We had towels. Toallas, towels. And finally, in position number 1. We had T-shirts. And a big congratulations there to, who said T-shirt? I think it was Gandalf first, then Emily, and then I believe it was Cheese Chat. Well done, you guys. Killing it. Killing it. And thank you for that subscription. By the way, Cheese Chat, you rock the block. Before you guys go ahead and subscribe, check out the Patreon first. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. It's a little cheaper, and you get access to all the VODs that I've ever done. Just saying. But thank you. I do really appreciate it. I know that's not to say I don't. All right, my friends. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
Oopsie. Look at me with my special effects, showing you little teasers of what's to come. What's going on there? All right, guys, what is this? This is Complete the News. How does this work? Well, it's very simple, my friends. I will give you a news headline, un titular. Okay, but I will leave out some important information. If you're one of the many people that are watching right now, but you're too nervous to share your opinion, maybe you haven't been in the community for so long, this is your moment, friends. Because right now, all you have to write is A, B, or C. In fact, I would encourage you to only write A, B, and C so you don't give any spoilers to the people who don't know. How are you doing, Tripski? Tripski's just said B. Which one do we do? I think we do the first one. All right, here we go. So you'll figure out how it works really quickly. Okay, a family wants answers. They need answers. A family wants answers after a man is eaten alive. How would you say that in Spanish? Comido vivo? Or comida viva? I don't know. A man is eaten alive by blank. Family wants answers after a man is eaten alive by blank. Is it A, a tiger, B, a piranha, or C, bedbugs? Family wants answers after a man is eaten alive by A, a tiger, B, piranhas, or C, bedbugs. Ooh, my lord. It's a tough one. Cheetah, I decided something to print on the 3D printer. A Starbug from Red Dwarf. Oh, dude, send me a picture of that when it's done. Cheese Chat and I connect over Red Dwarf, man. Apparently, Craig Charles from Red Dwarf is suffering some kind of an illness. I read the other day that he's been taken to hospital. Craig Charles playing Lister in Red Dwarf, if there are any dwarvers out there. All right, we've got some answers in. Friday says, bedbugs are no joke. They're very hard to get rid of. But do you think they can eat someone alive? Seriously? Okay. Let's see. We've got a few C's, a few B's. I think B seems to be in the lead right now. Is it B? You guys say B? Piranhas? Do they eat you alive, though, says Gandalf. Great minds want to know. Tell you what, then. Why don't we just find out? Okay, let's get a drum roll. Family wants answers after a man is eaten alive by bedbugs. Sounds unlikely, but I promise you, friends, it is true. Oh my god, did I not change the thing? Oops. Yeah, this is actually a news story. Sorry, you're not seeing the right picture if you're watching on the stream, which is a bit frustrating because I did change it. This piece of news is coming from WJHG.com. A family attorney in Georgia says a man died at a county jail after being eaten alive by insects and bedbugs. According to attorney Michael D. Harper, LaShawn Thompson was from the was at the Fulton County Jail for 3 months before he was found dead in his jail cell. This is a quote from the attorney. Mr. Thompson was housed in what was not fit for a deceased animal. He did not deserve this. Thompson was arrested for a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor is like a small crime. Misdemeanor battery. So a small beating. In Atlanta in June 2020. He was taken to the Fulton County Jail and placed in the psychiatric wing after officials determined he had mental issues. And he was eaten alive by bedbugs. They literally watched his health decline until he died, the family said in a statement. Oh my god, dudes. How can you have to be inside. There has to be really bad conditions in that jail to be eaten alive by bedbugs. I mean, it's not like a piranha or a tiger, right? I mean, they're gonna need some time to get that done. You know. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, the school fights was from yesterday. Tripskip, my bad. Let's see. Knew it was the bugs. Yeah, well done, Con. A few of you did get that right, I've got to say. How does that happen? You would have to not move for days, says Gandalf. Apparently, get used to the bed bugs crawling on you. Yeah, maybe, and you just don't even feel it. Who knows? Well, again, if you want to check out that news story and all the news stories we've spoken about in today's show, another shameless plug for my Patreon, just go there, patreon.com/professional bohemian. This show's video will go up there right after the show, as soon as I can. Friends, I've had a blast today. Thank you so much. So many things you could have been doing on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Instead of doing those things, you decided to take the time to spend some time with me, and it means the absolute world. Guys, thank you so much, and see you next time.